What if I told you that a low salary isn't what's stopping you from becoming a millionaire? You want to know what actually is? Your mindset. Many people fall into the trap of believing that wealth is inherited or won through the luck of a lottery. But most of the time, that's usually not the case. Many of the successful individuals you admire today started with nothing more than a regular paycheck and a solid plan. And in this video, I'll show you how you can move from being a low-wage earner to becoming a millionaire. Now listen, this isn't some get-rich-quick scheme you find everywhere. No, I'll be breaking down real and proven strategies to act on and steps to take. So, if you're a student or you have a 9-to-5 and you wish to attain millionaire status before 35, then this video is for you. Welcome to Success Rebels TV, where we inspire you not just with words, but keen actions to help you soar higher and retire early. Step 1. Have control over your finances. Sounds simple, right? But listen, this is where most people get it wrong, and you won't become rich until you understand this. Now, there are two elements to your finances: your income and your expenses. And guess what? Your standard of living depends on how well you control these two blocks. So why do so many salary earners still find themselves trapped in a cycle of living paycheck to paycheck, working only to pay bills, and never leaving that death trap? The answer is that there's a lack of control right here in the middle. Let's talk about your expenses for a moment. I know it sounds unnecessary, but how many times have you taken the time to track your expenses? You know, to monitor every little spending and cash flow. You see, most of the time, what's stopping you from being rich isn't because you are earning a low salary. Instead, it's because your expenses exceed your income. Here's what you need to do. Analyze what's eating your money. If you look closely, you'll see the unnecessary subscriptions and costs you never paid attention to, which are eating away at your cash, making it impossible for you to actually invest in something worthwhile. Next, let's turn our attention to that other critical lever, your income. A common pitfall many face upon receiving their earnings is the urge to spend immediately. But I've learned the hard way that planning is key, and here's how you do it. By using the split strategy, you categorize your money into 3 sections. The non-negotiable, let's call this the basic needs. The negotiable, that's your wants. And of course the vital part, which is your investments. What this split does to your subconscious is to make you aware of what to spend and what not to, and also to limit each section so you don't go overboard with one. By implementing this strategy, you get to plan your money and control your finances effectively. Let me ask you this, how do you keep track of your earnings? And how do you know when you're going overboard? Alright, this brings us to the next step. Step 2, invest smartly and for the long term. For this one, let's delve into an intriguing story I stumbled upon that illustrates the power of long-term investing. You may not have heard of Grace Groner. However, she's an ordinary woman who, despite her modest income, transformed her life into a wealthy legacy. How is this possible? Some might call it luck, but I'll add something to that: investment. That makes it a lucky investment. How did this play out, though? Grace purchased a stock in the company where she worked for a mere $60. Here's where the magic happened. By consistently compounding her investments and leaving them there to grow over decades, she amassed a fortune totaling over $7 million by the time of her passing. This is what an investment for the long term can get you. Now, not everyone experiences such luck in investing, and that's why it's important to approach investments carefully. Always make sure to watch out for those little taxes you might think aren't worth anything now, and let go of immediate gratification. This one in particular gets many people crashing down. You always seek fast money. It doesn't work that way. Grace, on the other hand, kept her stock for over 50 years and made such huge returns on it. That's the power of compound interest over the long term. Here's how the magic works for you. I want you to start doing things differently today. Get rid of that mindset that the rich only got there because of an inheritance or some kind of miraculous advantage. Instead, focus on determination and achievement. If Warren Buffett, a self-made billionaire today, started off selling newspapers door to door, then I'm here to tell you that your dreams are valid and possible. Step 3. Lastly, we'll take this. I know many people ask, oh, I've heard about investing and all that, but what do I invest in? Invest in assets and not liabilities. Let me explain how that goes. Buy a reliable car, not the latest model. Build an apartment, not for your use, but for rental income. Put your money in stocks or real estate, not in the bank. The difference all these make is that they bring in money, not take it from you. which is key to building wealth. Now, it's very important to understand the types of assets that exist. There are 4, and I'll share them with you. One is the commodity asset, which includes precious metals like gold and silver and natural resources like oil. Another is paper assets. This includes stocks, shares, and bonds, which can provide substantial returns. Then we have land assets, that is, real estate, which appreciates over time and generates rental income. And lastly, we have business assets. That's an operating business where you put all your energy into building a running team. All you need to do is determine which asset class is right for you. To resolve this, you need to understand where your strength lies and also where your desire lies. Because truth be told, you can't do everything all at once. Focus on the areas where you're willing to invest your time and energy to deepen your knowledge. Here's what you need to do. Look around you and ask yourself, do my current possessions generate income, or do they drain my resources? This is the steep understanding of cash flow, and that's all you need.